What's going on, everybody? I'm Tank, and this is another episode of Roadie Reactions. In today's reaction, we're checking out the latest music video from Arch Enemy. Now, this is the third single that they've released in a relatively short time span. And in my last video where I covered them, I told you guys that usually when bands release stuff like this at a quick pace, it's usually a good sign that there's gonna be an album announcement following that. Now, with their last single, we didn't get that album announcement. But with this one, we finally have it. And I knew this was coming, and I'm stoked about it. Arch Enemy has finally announced their brand new album, Deceivers, which is gonna release on July 29th, 2022 from Century Media Records. Now, I realize that from the time I'm recording this reaction, that's still like 5 months away, but already they have pre-orders on their website, a bunch of different packages, a full merch run of the album artwork already. So if anybody's interested in supporting the band directly, I'll throw links in the description where you can go check all of that out. Now, I love the excitement from you guys when you tell me a band has released something new. But sometimes people tell me too much, man. I love going into these reactions not knowing what I'm gonna get, but a lot of you have told me that we've got clean vocals from Alissa on this one, which we don't usually get with Arch Enemy. So I already know it's gonna happen, unfortunately, but I am still super excited to hear it. But let's just jump into this one, man. I will link this original music video in the description below. And today, I'm once again listening to Arch Enemy, and for the very first time, checking out their brand new music video for their song, Handshake with Hell. Let's go. God, these guys are good for builds. We'll lead back into that really quick. I'm smiling so much because this reminds me of the last single where I said it had like riff-wise and chord progression-wise and the note selection. It had a very 80s, almost like hair metal, borderline thrash metal feel. Same vibe with this one, man. I'm really liking this already. I don't know why, but hearing Alissa sing clean on an Arch Enemy song just made me like get a little watery-eyed, man. This is big. I mean, for as long as she's been in the band, she's stuck to harsh vocals, and a lot of people that are familiar with Alissa's vocals know that she has a great, clean singing voice. So up until now, I kind of do wonder, with the writing process for Arch Enemy, was it more Michael, because Michael and Daniel are the main songwriters for this band for the most part. I wonder if it was more of them wanting her to stick to the harsh vocals, or she's just never gotten to a point yet with this band where she thought that there was a good place to throw her cleans in. But I love that, man. It gives a new dynamic to how this band sounds, to be honest. I'm loving this so far, man. I mean, I know I'm only like 2 minutes in, but already I think this might be my favorite of the 3 singles that have been released from this album so far. All right, before we go into this part, man, I've broken down a lot of gear in the last couple Arch Enemy reactions, so I don't want to spend terribly too much time. If you want to know, like, in detail or more detailed stuff, you can check out the other ones, but I will rip through everybody really quick. So their drummer, Daniel, is an exclusive artist of Pearl drums, Sabian cymbals, uses Remo drum heads on everything as well, and to my eye, that looks like... a similar setup to what we saw in Deceiver. I believe he was using an acrylic kit in the last video, if I remember right. Could be wrong. And then Charlie, their bass player, exclusive artist with Ibanez basses and has his own signature model, which that is. However, I've never seen that color in one. Now, it could be just the video and the color grading on things, but the only signature basses I've seen from Charlie are black or white. That one looks very silver or gray. I'll have to look into that and see if maybe it's a new model or he just had a specific one made or something like that. Jeff Loomis. Now, Jeff is an exclusive artist of Jackson guitars, which he is using. In the last music video, we saw him using his signature guitar, the Jeff Loomis Kelly from Jackson. But in this one, it looks like he's back to that red SL2, which is like a custom shop from Jackson that he used in the Deceiver video. And then Michael, once again, using his signature guitar from Dean Guitars. It's called the Michael Amon Tyrant. Now, we've had 3 music videos, and we've seen 3 different variations of that guitar now. In the first music video, we saw the blood splatter one. In the second music video, we saw the one that's called the Tin Man, which is kind of reflective. And this one is that like burgundy red with the white outline, but I would be willing to bet that all of those guitars are the same builds in terms of, you know, the electronics that are in them and the pickups. And if that's the case, those pickups were specifically made for him and that guitar by Dean's pickup company or division of their company called DMT, Dean Magnetic Technologies. I mean, that's really it for gear, man. I just want to enjoy this song. So let's go. I thought it was going to go into another solo at that point. I'm missing a lot. This can't be the end, is it? No, it's not. Okay. I was just going to say, this video is fucking out of hand, dude. I love the performance aspect, but the special effects that are going on, so much haze, so much low-lying fog, which is an interesting system. It's different than haze and fog and stuff. The machines that they use for that low-lying fog are like really cold. They're cooled, and they have to use like dry ice for everything, which keeps it towards the ground, and it's a really cool effect. A lot of pyro going on, a lot of lighting going on. I'd be willing to bet, just like the last music video, Patrick Uleas directed this, who's a insanely famous videographer, cinematographer, that's worked on so many music videos, that's won awards for his music videos. And audio mix, it sounds fantastic. Knowing that Jacob Hansen did the last 2 singles, I'd be willing to bet that the whole album has been recorded, mixed, and mastered by Jacob Hansen, who we've seen in tons of stuff, man. Another award-winning audio mixer. He has his own studio, Hansen Studios, in Denmark. And again, one of those names that we've seen on so many things. And I'm starting to get to the point where I can like pick out his mixes because I know how he likes to mix stuff. Let's see where this goes, man. We've still got a couple minutes left. Oh, let's go. There we go. This is so fucking awesome. Dude, that guitar combo of Jeff Loomis and Michael Amon may be like my favorite like guitar duo in music right now, to be honest, man. The way that they trade solos back and forth and stuff, that was fucking fantastic, man. Let's go talk more about it. Not gonna lie, man, I did not expect that hearing Alissa's clean vocals showcased more on an Arch Enemy song was gonna make me feel the way it did, man. It was absolutely awesome. And like I said, a lot of us that are familiar with Alissa from before Arch Enemy knows how good of a clean singing voice she has. And I hope that this is something that they start incorporating more into the music, and there's more of this on the album, because me personally, I feel like her using both harsh and clean just gave this band a whole nother layer of versatility with their music, man. It was a different feeling. We all know Alissa can scream. We've heard her harsh vocals with this band a ton. So hearing the cleans on this, awesome, man. Absolutely loved it. And as always, it sounded incredible. You've got Jacob Hansen mixing it. Of course it's going to sound good. The tones on all the instruments are great, and the players are fantastic. And like I said at the end, I could sit here and listen to Michael and Jeff just trade off guitar solos all day long, man. Masters at their craft. I would never get bored listening to them play. I'm so fired up for this album. I'm going to go pre-order it right now, even though it is going to be probably a long 5 months before it comes out. but I did read that this song that we just heard, which is my favorite single we've gotten so far, is the opening track on that album. So I'm excited for what this is going to turn out to sound like, man. And I enjoyed that a ton. I hope you did too. And this is YouTube. You guys know how to use it. If you liked it, like it. If you want to subscribe, subscribe. But I'm not going to shove it down your throats. But if you choose to do either, I do appreciate you for it. And thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I'm also on a ton of different social media. I have a Discord server that a lot of us hang out on. I have a Twitch where I stream a lot of stuff. So if you're interested in any of that, I'll throw links in the description below. My handle on everything social media is @TankTheTech. Thank you so very much for watching. I will be back very soon with another episode of Roadie Reactions.